Wednesday was a good day to be Ray Fisher, but not such a good day to be Joss Whedon. Charisma Carpenter came out and basically confirmed everything we've known for years about how her leaving Angel went down, but also maybe how the environment for both Buffy and Angel was not so great. And even though this isn't new information, because previously it's only been Charisma Carpenter even hinting that this stuff was true. Um, it's different now because now other people seem to be rallying to the cause. So basically, what happened is Charisma released her statement today in response to essentially how the investigation of the Justice League set and the allegations brought on by Ray Fisher went down with Warner Brothers. Basically, being dismissed and covered up and allowing Joss Whedon to kind of safely walk away from the current projects they had with him with really little to no consequences. And without actually coming out and stating that Ray Fisher's accusations were well founded, and then actually terminating Ray Fisher from the Flash movie. So, in response to all that, Charisma Carpenter, who revealed in her statement, actually was asked to participate in the investigation against Joss Whedon for the Justice League incident, probably just looking into previous projects of Joss's to see if they could, if any experiences matched what Ray was claiming. And of course, from Charisma's point of view, those are absolutely founded and match what she and a lot of her co-stars and other people on the set and were involved in making Buffy and Angel experienced from Joss Whedon. Now, once she released her statement, of course, it did catch attention, but it's not necessarily new information, even though she's now confirming and very blatantly blaming Joss Whedon for those things. But then other people came to her aid. So Sarah Michelle Gellar, who has never really said much on any of this stuff, still didn't say much, but at least said something and said that while she is proud to be associated with Buffy, she doesn't want to be tied to Joss Whedon, which is probably very telling, but I wish she would tell a little bit more, but that's not my business. It's her decision what she wants to say or not say, though I think it would be helpful in this situation. So even though she said very little, she did stand in support with Charisma. In response to that, Michelle Trachtenberg and Emma Caulfield also supported the decision to come out, but kept very mum about what the details with their experience actually was. Amber Benson, though, who played Tara on Buffy, absolutely confirmed that those allegations are true and said that making Buffy on the show was very toxic. It was a very toxic environment and that it all starts at the top, which is Joss Whedon. Very strong stuff. And it's interesting, I don't think Joss ever really recovered from the Ray Fisher stuff, but it seems like Warner Brothers and Joss were hoping that they could kind of cover it up and kind of wait for it to blow over eventually. And it hasn't yet, though it looked like it was probably going to, maybe, even though it would still follow Joss around in some degree, he would at least still be able to kind of operate the way he's always operated. Which I also think is why Charisma chose to speak up, and also why now I think that she has and that people are coming in support of her. Joss is probably done, right? This is now never going to go away. And I think that that's, in the eyes of the people affected by this, is probably a very strong victory. And I've already seen people saying things like, why speak up now? And things like that, which is super annoying. I don't know if you've ever had a job that you hated. Maybe you liked your coworkers, but the boss was terrible. You hated the job, but you needed it. I think that's what's happening here. And I think when Charisma chose not to really come out in a strong way about these things when they first happened, back in 2002, 2003, um, was mainly because she knew it would burn a lot of bridges and she maybe professionally would not recover from that. It was also pre Me Too and Time's Up and things like that, which have also aided in people being able to voice these kinds of concerns. Um, but also her castmates, didn't want to speak up about it. And they really haven't until now. So um, I think that's why it didn't catch attention before, but maybe now why it is a sinking blow now. All very interesting stuff. It's going to be interesting to see this play out, especially since Zack Snyder's Justice League um, is is going to be released in March, and we're going to kind of see the difference between Zack and Joss's kind of um, creative styles and creative visions for that project as well. Um, Very interesting. Joss Whedon's version of Justice League, especially being so poorly not only reviewed, but now with all of this other stuff circling, it'll be interesting to see if maybe that Snyderverse that people are kind of pushing for on HBO Max, maybe this kind of helps that out a little bit, um, as it kind of gets more attention. Um, but anyway, very interesting stuff. Let me know though what you think about all of this in the comments below. I know for me it's very sad. I love Buffy, I love Angel, um, but now I don't think I really love Joss Whedon, and that's gonna be a shame every time I rewatch these shows. Thank you for hanging out with me and um, getting into this discussion, and of course, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.